gotta go with that. Let's see. Okay. Alanna wa kao o age nakatta. Alanna did not look up. And then the next line will be for you, Josh.
うん。別に変わったことじゃない。アラナは心の中で言い訳をした。Um, no, nothing in particular changed. Alana, well, I guess Alana said that. And then,
Mm-hmm.
心の中で言い訳をした。言い訳。Um, I feel like this is like she's almost like resolved or something, but I'm not sure.
Kind of. Do you know what wake means?
It's real. I'm like fuzzy on it. I know it
Let's
has to do with like logic
Yeah, it has to do with
and
logic and
reasoning.
reasoning. And the E here is you, E,
Mm,
meaning to say. So when you have a logic saying, that is an excuse or to reason something. So
mm.
she's like reasoning something in her heart, being like, nope, I didn't see anything strange, didn't see anything changed. ラランはああいうことをいつでもしてるんだから。Because Radon does that thing all the time, hence it's not a strange thing at all for him to try to force her off his duties onto somebody else. That is
Mm.
so funny. 使用人が就寝時間を告げたので、子供たちは部屋に帰った。Um, so because it became time for something that the employees at the place have to do, the messenger people, the children went back to their rooms. So I'm gonna look up 主人。何これ。might be 私有人。
It says retiring for the night. Shushin.
Huh. That makes sense. We have Nedu right there. So I guess it's like when the employees are like, "Well, came to go tell everybody it's bedtime." The
Mm.
whoever, because they don't have, I guess, like electronic clocks to tell them. Everybody went back to their rooms because they're like, "Hey, it's bedtime." Everybody headed back up. And then next line will be for you.
ジョナサンは部屋にも通りながら、sorry, that's Moldo. Okay, I was like, that's something about that just doesn't seem right. ジョナサンは部屋に戻りながら眉を潜めて考え込んだ。So while Jonathan was returning to his room, he furrowed his eyebrows and began to think.
ラランとあの子、アランは面倒なことになりつつあるみたいだけど、止める手立てはないようだ。Rodon seems to always want to involve himself in a meddlesome kind of way with that Alan kid. So, but it seems like he doesn't have to lend his own hand in order to stop it, as in saying Aran can handle himself, I think. Tedatte. Yeah, that is what it's saying. He says, yeah, it doesn't seem like I have to put my own effort into making sure he stops bullying the kid, because Alanna can handle himself. So, next line for you.
罰を受けると言っても、午後の、maybe, I can't read the first one.
Joba.
乗馬。午後の乗馬には、ラロンも参加したから、次の日、あ、水、水泳 maybe?
Mm-hmm.
水泳の池にも、他の子と一緒に来ていた。 So even receiving a punishment, uh, the following, I guess that afternoon, um, horse riding. So during horse riding, Roland still participated, or because Roland still participated, the following day, Suye no Ike, like it seems like just the forever pond or something.
Not forever, but that does sound like it. You know this kanji, right?
Yeah, water.
Water. The other one is swim. So
Oh,
it's just swimming. Oyogu is the.
okay. So, 水泳の池にも他の子と一緒に来ていた. So, because he participated the following day, he still came to swim with the other kids in the pond.
Yep, even though he was on punishment duty. 暑くジメジメした天気で、みんなは下着だけになって池に飛び込んだ。アラナは木陰に座り、友人たちを恨めしそうに見合った。一緒に水に入れたらいいのに。The weather was very humid and hot, and everybody had stripped down into their underwear and had jumped into the pond. Alanna, she was sitting in the shade of a tree, and she was looking at her friends with a very jealous look on her face. If only she could also enter the water. Man, so nice if I could enter it. And the next paragraph will be for you, Josh.
ラロンがアラナの前に立ちはだかった
Hmm.
I have no idea what that is then. Um,
Yeah.
お、maybe お上品すぎるというわけか。アラン、oh, I didn't realize we were in a speech bubble. そう、お上品すぎるというわけか。アラン君、僕たちと同じ水に見じるのが怖いのか? So Roland went or stood behind Alanna. Um, Hadakata, I don't know.
You know touchy though, right?
Yeah, at the stand.
To stand, yeah. This just makes it like have like the vibes that he's standing with. Like, he's here to like confront Alanna, right?
Mm,
So it has
yeah.
that very specific idea of standing in the way of somebody, normally with like your legs spread out, got that whole like look on your face rather than
Okay.
like a leaning stand or something. And it was in front of
Ah,
Alanna, not behind her. My.
yeah, good point. So, お上品すぎるというわけか. I'm not sure what that's saying. Um,
Do you know what a hin is?
product
Do you know what a joel is?
above.
Above. So above product means high class goods
So he's saying like, is it because you're too good?
for us. Yeah.
Okay. アラン君、僕たちと同じ水に見じるのが怖いのか? Uh, are you afraid to swim in the same water as us? Or yeah, I
Mhm.
mean that's basically it.
Yep. And this is ma,
Oh, not me.
not me. But
Okay.
he's translated the same. It's the mix with.
うん。
Um, アラナは顔を上げた。他の子供たちは急に、静かになった。ほっといていてくれ。アラナはぶきらぼうに言った。So Alana, she lifts her head, and all the other boys had gone quiet. She says, "Please just leave me alone," Alana says very bluntly. ほっといていてくれよ。ランは腰を振ってからかった。So, leave me alone, Rodon says as he makes fun of her while shaking his butt, I
Yeah,
guess.
what?
お上品すぎて僕たちとは 泳げないんだ。生意気野郎のアラン君。Um, you're way too good for us so you won't swim with us. Oh, isn't that so, Namaiki's like so innocent, but it's like not like it's a rude way to say it. I wonder if there's like another meaning. Impudent. Namaiki. Man, I'm wrong. Huh. What a cheeky bastard you are, Alanna. But not that rude. Go one level lower than that. Next paragraph for you.
泳ぎたくないんだ。他の子たちはアラナを見つめ、育児がないのかと考えている。So I don't want to, it's just I don't want to swim. Alana, I guess, 他の子たちはアラナを見つめ. So Alana said while looking at the other children, uh, 育児がないのか. I don't know what 育児 is.
Ikuji is self-respect.
Hmm.
As in like this
育児の
he, right, rolled on.
育児がないのかと考えている. I'm struggling to piece this together with
Well,
the rest of
Rodon,
it.
right, walked up right up to Alanna in front of all the other boys and went, "Oh, you think you're better than us? Leave me
Mm.
alone!" And he's like shaking his butt and whatever, right? And she's like, "Man, does he have like no pride or something? He's just doing this in the broad
Oh,
daylight." You know? She's
okay.
vaguely flabbergasted by what's going on. She's like, "What?"
ラロに殺される。とアラナは思った. So Alana thought she would be killed by Roland?
Let's yes. Uh
Maybe it'll
yeah.
make sense.
Yeah.
私はただの女の子だ. Roland に殺されちゃうよ. Oh, so if like she were to go swimming, she feels like she'd be killed by him.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Probably something like that. Let me go quickly find my charger. Yeah.
And she thinks that because she's just a girl.
Yeah. That does seem to be what she's saying. A little bit weird. I would always would have made more sense if it's Saseru, just in like the Rodan's gonna
Yeah,
make me
I'll
kill
kill.
him. He's gonna make me do it. He's like no, he's like saying kill me, girl, because he's so annoying. I would have thought that's what she would have said, but yeah, it's definitely passive form. So yeah, does say he's gonna kill me. I'm a girl and he's gonna kill me. ローランがアラナの腕を掴んだ。水に入れよ。従者未来くん。ローランは歯をぎしられた。楽しそうぜ。Um, so Radon, he grabs Alana's arm and says, "Go into the water, little page." And he says this while he's like gritting his teeth, and he
Mm,
says, "It's going to be so much fun." Gishi gishi is the sound of your teeth
mm.
grinding, and then he makes the teeth make that noise. Passive, sorry, positive
Causative.
form is commonly used not just as like to make a sound effect be as in I made this sound effect rather than just like a
Hmm.
natural progression type of
Okay.
thing. いきなりアラナはローランの腹に体当たりした。So Lana, she suddenly tackles Radon in the stomach. ローランは、ギャッと叫んで、池に転げ落ち、バシャンと痛そうな音を立てて、水に死んだ。So Radon, he lets out a kya little noise as he falls into the pond, and the sound he makes, the water makes, is a very like basha noise that sounded really, really painful as he sinks into the water. And about here, about 2 lines for you. Someone popped in.
I was muted.
How'd that
I didn't
happen?
realize that. Yeah, Raron. Raru ga ogoe o shita, or dashita. So, hey, Roland. Ralph. I'm gonna say Ralph. Ralph said in a big, or Ralph yelled. Um, 自ら上がるのに手を貸すよ。自ら上がるのに手を貸すよ. So like in order to swim up, give me your hand.
I
Like
don't
lend me
think
your
it's
hand.
that kind of up. Like if you're in a swimming pool, you got to get up out of the pool, right?
Hmm.
Someone might help you up, right? So he says, I'll lend you a hand if you want to get out of the water. I think that's what it says.
自ら上がるのに手を貸すよ. Okay. O, 大柄。大柄な若者はラロンが振り、振り返した、振り回した手を掴んで、下からはぐいっと足を引っ張った。Um, oh, gotta. I have no idea. Big. I don't gotta.
It's like
Not sure.
shape,
Ah,
model kind of idea.
okay. So like the big young guy, which
Yeah.
is Ronaldo. Uh,
It's actually
Ronaldo.
Ralph.
Yeah.
It's confusing,
Ronaldo.
but Ralph is the one who is the big young man
Okay.
because we have
Uh,
Ga over here. That's how we know.
mhm.
While we have Wakamo no Wa. So it wouldn't make sense to have the same name twice like that. It would have been no if it was the same person.
So ラロンが振り回した手を掴んで. So Ralph grabbed Roland's like flailing hand. And 下から, is this, do you think this is Wa or Ha?
I think it's Wa. 下からは. Oops, sorry. Yep.
下からは、ぐいっと足を引っ張った. So, 足を引っ張った. I mean, I can kind of infer that he's just pulling him out of the water, but I'm not really getting like a strong sense of exactly what's happening.
Yeah, it's a little weird because he grabs his hand, but he
Hmm.
also pulls his leg from below. So I guess he grabs his hand with one, he's using both hands, I guess, to do
Hmm.
this, which seems like very inconvenient to do that. But hey, he can do whatever he wants, I guess. It's definitely a little bit confusing why he has one hand on the field, one of his hands, and then the other hand on his leg.
Yeah,
Definitely, but
I
it definitely
can't
says
picture.
he pulled him up from his leg.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely be like, let's go look in the English book at some point. Um, Ralph にのしかかられたまま、ラウルは水に死んだ。必死になってバタバタもがくが、ラウフをどうかすことができない。Um, so So basically, Ralph is doing something, and this causes Rowdon to sink into the water still. So he doesn't help him at all. What he does, I am not exactly sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
the
he,
no,
she,
some weird
uh,
no shikaka.
no shikakaru is to lean over. So it says Ralph is leaning over Rowdon as Rowdon is sinking. He just okay.
Oh.
That's a thing to do. Um, And no matter how hard Raudu is struggling, he's like really, smacking the water about frantically. But no matter how hard he struggles doing that, he is unable to do something, which I'm guessing is to break through the water.
どかす
Dokasu. Yeah. Which I'm guessing like is probably to break through the water. Dokasu. Un
it,
do,
it says step aside or remove.
which makes sense. So he couldn't, no matter how hard he struggled, he couldn't
Probably
move from
remove.
underneath the person. Would make sense. That would make sense to untangle himself from Ralph.
Without the
Um,
witness of murder.
yeah. Next line is for you, Josh.
ようやく自ら上げた時には、ラロンは半ば目も見えず、I'll just keep going. 溺れかけていた。So finally, from the water, 上がった時には、ラロンは、so when when he rose from the water, Roland, uh, 半ば目。も見えず. You couldn't see something.
Yeah.
半ば目.
Yeah, I do agree. Nakaba looks like it just means the middle of something. So it might be saying he can't see even a little bit type of idea, like when you have your eyes like squinted, maybe.
Mm.
But the word nakabame together doesn't pop up as something, so a
I might
little
consult
weird.
the English book in a sec. There's a
This
lot
has
of unknowns here.
definitely a weird page. Uh,
Obo.
I googled nakabame and it might be red eye.
Mm.
Yeah, me no fukurami. So it's when your eyes like poof are poofy. You know.
So then, obore kakete I don't know what that one is either.
That's when you're
Oboreru.
drowning. That's the oboreru. It's the verb to drown.
Ah,
The
okay.
struggle in water, I think. Yeah.
意地悪くにや、にやにやする。Uh, Raudu or Raron wa Nira Mitsuketa. So, Iji waruku nia nia suru Rauru. So, I guess the Ralph who's like grinning after bullying
Mm-hmm.
Roland, and then Roland just stares at him, like not not just stares, but like glares at
Glares at him. Yeah. Like this is a little bit definitely attempted murder
him.
going on here. Little aggressive from Ralph. Uh compared like Radon's been mostly just like annoying. It's a little step far. Um Maru Ven Alanna は怒鳴った。拳を脇に握りめて、握りしめてすくっと立つ。So Alanna, she yells Ralph's like last name, which is Maruven, and
Mm.
she stands up really fast with her fingers into fists by her side, like she's very angry. 僕は泳ぎが嫌いなんだ. So she says, I absolutely hate swimming. So actually, maybe she's not talking to her friend. She's probably talking to Raul. I don't know one of their last names. Like I don't know how I'm supposed to remember who is
Yeah.
Maruven. But we got a last name drop going on. 二度と水に入れようとするな。それに僕にあれこれ命令するのもよしてもらおう。次にそうしたら顔を打ちのめしてやろう。聞こえたか? So he says, so she's continuing to yell at him, right? Being like, "You better not try to put me in the water again. On top of that, you better you if you decide to order me around again, then you're going to receive something good." But it's probably sarcastic, right? Next time I'm gonna punch you, right? Do you hear me? That's what you're gonna get. Big old knuckle sandwich. And the next line will be for you.
ジョナサンはラロンの肩に手をかけた。So Jonathan, I guess, put his hand on Roland's shoulder. アランナの言葉は聞いたな。王子は、小声で言った。Did you hear what Alan said? Uh, the prince said in a low voice. Um, 忘れるなよ。それからまたラロンを水に突き倒した。Oh my God. Don't forget that. And then they like plunged Roland back into the water.
Perfect. And I was wrong here. I thought this was Yosh, like E,
hmm
right? But this is Yosu from to stop. So she says, "I'm going to have you to stop trying to order me around,"
Mm.
which is nowhere near as funny as my translation.
You'll get
um,
something good.
アナナはまた元のところに座った。ラロンはこのことを忘れやしないだろうが、次に面倒が起こるまでは心配しても仕方ない。So Alanna, once again, she goes over to sit back to where she was earlier, and she thinks the next line, which is that Raron, he probably won't ever, forget about what has just happened, but she's still going to be worried about what's going to happen the next time he decides to bother her. And then the next line will be for you.
その晩、アラナがサマイルズ、Sir Miles, I guess. サマイルズに給仕しているとき、ラロンが、I always forget this one. Is this Tori?
Hmm.
I always confuse Tori and I can't even remember it.
Hmm.
Tori kakata. So that night, um, Sir Miles when it was time for Alanna to, I guess, perform Sir Miles's squire duties.
Basically, this is during the dinner time. The
Mhm.
different pages and stuff have to act as waiters in the building, and she was assigned to Miles last time
Ah,
this
okay.
came up, and I think she's still assigned to him.
ラロンが通りかかった。Um, 通りかかる. I guess he like Roland went by, like
Yes,
passed through.
perfect. Yep.
Um, 給仕の騒音。給仕の
That's
騒音。
Sawagu no kanji.
Ah, okay. So, 給仕の騒音に紛れてラロンは囁いた。So the like loud noise of the waiters 紛れ、紛れて I don't know what 紛れる is.
It's like to be mixed in, but specifically like in a lose it kind of way, like a needle in a haystack, right? So he basically the main part here is that Roron sasayaitad, and we're
ささやく。
describing that sasayaku in the context.
ささやく I can't remember. I feel like I've
Sasayaku
heard it.
is to whisper. So Raron whispers to Alanna, and the whisper is basically like hidden within the noise of the pages, right? And what he
Oh,
whispers is the next line that pops up over here.
huh. I was thinking Subuyaku, but I guess they are very similar.
So tsubuyaku is to mutter, so that's more like "Rah,
Mm,
rah, rah, rah." You're like you tsubuyaku more to yourself. Well,
mm,
sasayaku is a whisper. So
okay, that
we
makes
separate
sense.
them as well in English.
俺の一部だ。生意気なやつめ。そして、あらなをきつくつねった。Oh man, I am not sure. 俺の一部だ. Like one part of manners or
Uh,
respect?
ore is probably the thanks meaning in this context.
Mm.
I
So
would guess
here's like
like
one part of my thanks.
yeah, but he's being sarcastic here. It's like when I said I'm gonna give you a good time. This
Okay.
time there we actually do got the sarcasm going on here. Here, I'll give you part of my thank you for earlier today, right?
Okay.
Uh,
And then the namaiki was like the cheeky. So namaiki na yatsume. The
mhm.
yatsu I can understand. The me I'm not sure what it's doing.
It's just part of yatsu.
Okay.
It makes yatsu more rude.
Okay. そして、あらなをきつつ、きつくつねた。
Hmm.
きつくつねる。
Kitsuku means like very aggressive, like rough, but not like ikigoyoku. It's just like it's harsh.
Oh, I had my words mixed up then, so I have no idea what tsuneta is.
Tsuneru is to pinch.
Oh, okay.
So he pinches her really like painfully, in other words. So rude. So rude. These two children. Alanna は、持っていた皿を取り落とし、痛みにあっと声を出すのをこらえた。So Alanna, she drops the plate she had been carrying,
hmm
and she lets out a squeak of pain. 落ちた皿と料理をきれいにしながら、悔しさに涙が湧いて瞬きした。So, she had, very prettily lined up all the food on the plate, and this is the plate that had dropped onto the ground. And
Mm,
this, right, of course, makes her blink. The tears that have floated up onto her eyes from frustration start to like pop up from here. So she's not crying from the pain. She's crying from the, "Ugh, I set up this plate and it was so pretty. I had all the, I decorated it. Good. I was going to make Miles so impressed with me." ガラス工作から後で叱られてしまうだぞ. She says, the Duke Goddess, he's probably going to scold me after this.
mhm.
And then the next couple lines will be for you.
誰でも手を滑らすことはあるさ。マイルズが優しくあらなにいた。手を滑らす。I mean, I can infer you saying like, everyone drops plates, something like that,
Hmm.
um, nicely. But what is suberasu?
Suberu is to slip, and I think it's the same verb.
Okay.
Suberasu. Yeah.
And then,アラン。私は少し疲れた。And then someone says, Hey, Alan, I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah, and I translated this one. Kirei ni suru means to tidy up something. So she tidies up the food and the plate that had fallen on the ground.
Okay.
Shinaga. So that's why she's so frustrated, rather than that she prettily set up the food. いい子だから、王様は下がられたら、部屋まで送ってくれないかね。 So if you're a good girl, then well, good boy, I guess. Sorry. If you're a good kid, then let's take a step away from the king, and why don't you send me off to my room? And I guess this is Miles talking again. It just is weird that it's two paragraphs right here when it really should be like one paragraph.
Hmm.
Um,アラナは戸惑いながらもううなずいた。So Alanna, she's a little bit bewildered, but she nods. Miles は今晩あまりお酒を飲んでなかった。Miles actually didn't drink that much alcohol this night, so she's like kind of surprised he wants to go back already. よっぽちらときしか部屋まで送ってくれると言われたことがなかったのに。So normally he doesn't ever actually ask people to deliver him to the room unless he is absolutely blackout drunk. And the next line will be, well, paragraph will be for you.
思った通り、マイルズに手を貸す必要はなかった。So just as I thought, Miles doesn't need someone 手を貸す. Yeah, he doesn't need someone to lend him a hand. だが、部屋に入ると戻ろうとしたアラナをマイルズは引き止めた。Um, but 部屋に入ると when they enter the room, uh, 戻ろうとしたAlana who tried to leave or tried to go back, uh, をマイルズは引き止めた. He pulled her, he like stopped her
Yeah.
essentially. もしよければ少し残っておくれ、アラン. So if it's all right, 少し残っておく. I guess can you remain here for a little longer, Alan?
Mm-hmm. Well, can I delay? Yeah, perfect. アラナはマイルズが湿った椅子に湿った椅子に座り、どうしたのだろうと思った。This was like, what? If only they had the kanji for isu. Alanna, she sits down in the chair that Miles points out to her and thinks, huh, I wonder what's going on here. Kishi は食台のろうそくに火を灯し、アラナは自分の席の間にあるテーブルの上に置いた。So, basically, there's a candlestick, and the knight lights the fire on the candlestick. And Alanna, and the candlestick is placed next to the chair that Alanna and him are standing on. Sorry, it's placed on the table. So there's a table, right? And Alanna's sitting in a table, and
Okay.
Miles places the candlestick on the table, and it's like it's near them. I
Ah,
don't know
okay.
why I had a hard time describing the sentence. 自分にはブランディを注ぎ、あなたには果物バラを目で締めた。Sashimi, whatever that's pronounced. So the knight, Miles, he goes over and pours himself some brandy, and then for Alanna, he indicates with his eyes some kind of fruit. I would have guessed like fruit juice. Kudamon.
Is it Bada or Bachi? I can't tell.
I think it's Bada, which is normally rose, but that did not pop up anything. So I'm going to draw the picture, which is money and book.
Oh, it's
Hachi.
Bachi.
Hachi. So yeah, bachi. So none of us were right. Oh wait, never mind. Chi. So you were right. Which is a bowl. So
It's just a fruit
basically
bowl.
there's a fruit bowl on the table, and he like looks at it, which is like basically telling Alanna to look at it. He like indicates it with his eyes. Until about there, we'll go to you, Josh.
食べなさい. 君の夕食があまり遅くならないように話を済ませるから。Oh man. Okay. 君の夕食があまり遅くならない。This is where I'm starting to lose the thread. 遅くならない. So, not, okay, 遅く
You know what
slow
yoni means?
in order to.
In order to in this kind of, so in order to not cause something to happen.
Okay, so in order to not in order for your dinner to not be slow.
Yes. Osoku can also mean late.
Hmm.
So late would make more sense in
Probably,
this
yeah.
context.
Yeah. 話を済ませるから。Um, I know this is sumu, like to finish.
Hmm.
So I guess like the causative is kind of weird, but like, I don't know, finish your story or
Hmm.
finish your talk, something like that.
Yeah, that definitely seems to be what he's saying. Um, yeah, we'll make it that the story is finished, which
Okay.
I think he's basically saying that you should eat the fruit because contextually he doesn't want her to be too late to eat dinner, but it might take a while to finish the conversation. So the kata here is probably the because kata, right? So
Hmm.
because the conversation will end, but I think contextually it's going to end late, and he doesn't want her to eat her dinner late. But it's like a lot dropped from the sentence, and I think that's what
Yeah.
makes it hard to do. Because in English we like to specify all the subjects and stuff, and I think the subject here is dinner, basically still, or I guess the lateness of it. Uh, so that's what I think he's saying here. He's going to make us have the conversation. We're going to finish this conversation no matter what. Is what it is, but it might make us be late for dinner. Uh, yeah, the next line is still for you.
いただきます。アラナはオレンジを取って皮を剥いた。若いラロンにいじめられているんだろう。So Alana grabs an orange and peels the skin, and then um, you're being bullied by the young Roland, aren't you?
アナナは手を止めた。何のことかわかりません。はっきり言ってしまえ。Aron. So Alanna, she stops peeling her orange and says, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then Miles is like, "Hey, I'm telling you to go just tell this to me plainly, Alan." And then Saw, which is like, I don't know what you're talking about. Um, and I guess next paragraph will be for you.
お互い分かっているのに隠したりするな。お互い。Um, isn't お互いlike reciprocation
Yes,
kind of?
it is. So it means we both are doing this. お互い
Okay.
分かっている. We both
So we
understand.
both understand. Okay, that makes sense. お互い分かっているのに隠したりするな. So even though we both understand, don't try and hide, or yeah, don't hide it from
Yes.
me. 私にはここで起こっていることは大体目に入る。Um, I I have generally seen what's been going on.
Hmm.
一つにはそのせいで、飲みすぎるんだ。一つにはそのせいで。Is I feel like he's saying, oh no, I'm not sure. Like I feel like he's saying something like
You
that's
might
why
be
I
a
only had a
little.
drink,
Hmm.
like one drink, but I'm not sure.
No. Not that, but basically part of your confusion is that you translated this as one thing rather than things in general. So he says,
Mm,
my eyes are on most things that happen in this castle rather than I know what's going on with you in particular. It's more like he knows what everything that's going on in general.
mm,
So that's why it's saying hitotsu ni wa is saying one of those things are the say. You know what the say is? Say
fault.
the fault. These are the faults for why I nomi sugiru.
Hold on, let me give you a second. 一つには、そのせいで。Oh, okay. God, I'm tracking now.
Hmm.
君が一人か後輩だけの時、ラロンがいじめているを目にしたよ。Um, 君が一人か後輩。So, if I remove like hitori ka, I understand everything. But that when I include that, I get a little confused. But
I think the hitorika is saying you're not the only kohai.
oh, okay.
But I feel like the kimi is the part that is more confusing in here.
So, okay. 君が一人か後輩だけの時、ラロンがいじめているを目にしたよ。I don't know. I feel like it's like when you like the time when you were just I don't know, maybe a kohai by yourself. I saw Roland bully you.
Hmm. Yeah, but that'd be like hitori dake de rather than hitori
Hmm.
kohai de. So kohai dake de means just as a underling.
Hmm.
So when one is just an underling, and then so basically he's saying I have seen Rodon bully people, but like, if he was watching him directly bully Alanna, right? You think he'd be
Hmm.
like, "Hey, stop that kid," right? So I feel like, yeah, I don't know. 君が一人か後
I
輩だけど時. This thing, it's like it's weird. Like if it just said 一人だけの時, I'd be like, oh yeah, yeah,
I'm looking at the English translation. Well, I
yeah.
guess the original, and it says, "And I see Roland bullying you when you're alone or with the younger boys."
Oh, that makes sense because ka can mean or. The thing is, I didn't see her bullied with the younger boys. So how am I
True.
supposed to know that from
Yeah, right.
context? That does make sense then. 君が一人, right? 一人だけ or 君が後輩だけ. I would be like 後輩と一緒に.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I feel like it's like I'm missing something
I
there.
agree. It feels weird still.
Yeah, but it's because the Hitori is counting people, and I guess you're supposed to assume that we're talking about the numbers. So
Mm.
Hitori or with Kohai. So once we have the English, it makes sense, but it's too much has been dropped for me as a non-native speaker now. Get out. Nah, be Pacific. Uh, full points. Good job for quickly looking that up. Speed reader. アナナは肩をすくめた。僕は泣き言や告げ口を言ったりしません。So Alanna, she shrugged and says, I'm not going to go cry about it or tattle about this stuff. 何か漏らしたら他の子から軽蔑されると思ってるのか？ジョナサン王子は真っ先に君のいい味方になるだろう。So he says, if you think that if you say something that the other children are going to like think you are a tattletale, Jonathan, the prince, he, is probably going to be the first one, I think, to be on your side, but I actually don't know what those two words that I circled mean. Okay, but
I actually do know that one.
yeah.
That one's mikata. It just means ally.
Haha, did that one right. Did not pronounce it right. Okay, but contempt. Yeah. So yeah, the other ones will hold you in contempt if you tattle. So yeah, translated. That's right. And next line will be for you.
あだ名はすごく落ち着かない気持ちになった。So Alana like did did not calm down. Like she did not become calm.
Yep.
これには自分で当たらなければなりません。自分では当たる。or 自分で当たる。Um, これには、so for this kind of thing, or just for this, 自分で、あ、you must,
Oh, ataru, one of the many meanings of it can mean to undertake, like take a job.
okay.
Yeah, I was like, to touch, to touch. I have
Yeah,
to touch this. I was like, It's like, is there a special meaning? Yeah, it
so
means to undertake.
this is something you must do alone?
Yeah, I must do this alone.
Oh,
自分で.
okay.
Right. 舞図は首を振った。何を証明しようとしているのかな? So Miles shakes his head and says, "What are you trying to prove?" マイルズは聞いた. That's what Miles asked. アランナは答えなかった. Alanna didn't answer. マイルズは痛烈な調子で続いていた. So Miles, he continues talking in a very turetsu kind of way, which I have no idea what that means. Itami turetsu severe. So he's very like scathingly as he says this. He's like, I hate naughty children that don't tattle. And the rest of this page is going to go to you, Josh.
私は、maybe 神経? I'm not sure that one. You'll only
The
on the second
bottom
one.
of your heart. I don't think it's K though. Might be kokoro soko. Kokoro.
Okay. 心そこ。騎士道の、起きが好きだよ。心底
Mm-hmm.
あ、心底騎士道の起きてが好きだよ。So, Alana from the bottom of her heart,
No.
like,
Miles
oh,
is
this is Miles
talking.
talking? Oh,
This is
okay.
Miles' paragraph.
So Miles from the bottom of his heart likes okite. The,
No, the law.
the law of, I guess, knights.
Yes, the law of chivalry.
That's what I was thinking. Chivalry.
Yeah, but it is literally the way of being a knight.
貴族は何事も受け止め、文句を言ってはならぬ。So, noblemen, so as for noblemen, 何事も受け止め. So I guess I'm assuming the tome is like no matter what happens to noblemen, or no
Yeah.
matter what, yeah. 文句を言ってはならぬ. They won't complain.
Hmm.
Um, 貴族は, maybe 無敵でなければならぬ. So, noblemen, 無敵でなければなら. This is really weird because there's like no verb.
Mm, the なければならない. So Uh, so you're right. It is a little weird because normally you'd do like a ku snakereba.
Mm,
But it's just deny, right?
mm.
Uh, from dewa nai.
Is
That's
there,
probably why it's confused. Dewa. We normally have a wa here, dewa nai. Right? Like inu dewa nai. I am not a dog.
is it saying there must be muteki?
Yes.
Must be like no enemies?
Yes. Must have no enemies, which means to be invincible.
Interesting. Um, でもな、我らは人間だよ。人間は無敵になるようには生まれていっていないんだ。But we are human. And for humans, 無敵になるように, in order to have no enemies, 生まれていっていないんだ. Is this saying like in order to have no enemies, you must not live, or like you wouldn't be living?
Good guess. Do you know what umareru means?
Ah, to be born. So
To
you
be
you
born.
just must
And
not be, or you can't be born.
exactly. You are not born. If you are human, it's not possible to be born in a way that allows you to become invincible.
Mm, makes
So,
sense.
perfect. And wait, we just did this one. So this one. So that's where we're going to stop the recording, wherever that thing is. Zoom. Stop share.